Sejanandam. Good morning, students. Today, our topic is deep learning. Deep learning is actual machine learning technique, which is based on specifically the representation learning. Now, you'll be asking me, कि representation learning है क्या? When we talk about data, it's everywhere in the virtual world, right? And it's one of the powerful way where we can access the data and learn the machines without getting implicitly trained, right? The main difference between machine learning and deep learning is that machine learning को हमें पहले train करना पड़ता है with some sort of data, some amount of data. But in deep learning, it only needs data and it will understand the pattern, it will understand the edge, and then it will train itself, right? And it is one of the powerful approach which enables machines to automatically learn the high level features from the data. Deep learning has, is one of the have got the resulting challenging tasks like we have talked about natural language processing, image recognition. So specifically we can say that deep learning consists of all the algorithms which is made up of neural networks. Now what is neural network? Our brain consists of neural networks, you know that, right? So what our brain neural network does, it actually recognize the object and then it takes some sort of decision. In the same constant, the same thing deep learning do. It first analyze the edges of the object and then it understands the pattern besides it, and then it recalls all the computing system to learn those high level features by increasing the depth of the data. Now, neural network has got some partially inspired biological neural networks, right? Where a cell is the most in the brains and they are all connected and they work with each other. Now, this cells in the neural network is known as neuron. In the same way, we are deep learning machines also have neural network which consists of neurons. We were talking about neural network. In deep learning, the neural network consists of some layers, some components. The first one is input layer. Now, what is input layer? It is that layer which consists of independent variables, which is actually used for training observations. Next, after input layer, we have header layer. Header layers are the intermediate layers which is between the input layer and output layer, and it actually responsible for learning the relationship between the layers and the variables which is feed into this input layer. After header layer, we are having output layer and node. Now what this output layer do? The output layer is responsible for extracting the result after the pre-processing and processing of all the data in the header layer. And when we talk about node, it is also known as neuron in neural network, and it is actually a computational unit. It is that part of deep learning which is actually responsible for all kind of processing task. So for today's session, it's all from my end. We'll talk the later topics, which is much more in a comprises way in the later lectures. Thank you so much.